Thoth's hidden energy seal, the forgotten belly button portal. Right now, as you read these words, your body might be leaking energy, and you don't even know it. Ancient masters like Thoth, the keeper of the Emerald Tablets, called it one of the most dangerous and overlooked weaknesses of the human body, the belly button energy portal. Modern medicine dismisses it as just a scar, a leftover mark from your umbilical cord. But for thousands of years, sacred traditions, from ancient Egypt to Vedic India, from Taoist inner alchemy to the Mayan cosmic sciences, saw this center as a living energy gate, a sacred seal that controls the flow of your life force energy. Thoth warned, "Seal the vessel, or the fire will escape." This is not poetry, it is spiritual physics. And today, many people unknowingly walk around with this vital energy center exposed, losing life force through an invisible opening, leaving themselves vulnerable to external emotional chaos, energetic contamination, and even spiritual interference. Think about it. Have you woken up tired even after sleeping all night? Felt random irritation, confusion, or emotional heaviness out of nowhere? Walked into a room, talked to someone, and left feeling drained, like something took your energy? That's not random. That's not just life. That's energetic leakage. And one of the most powerful but forgotten sources of that leakage is at the exact center of your body. The belly button is not just a scar. It is a portal of entry and exit for vital energy, a point where the subtle body and physical body are still connected to the original life cord that nourished you in the womb. When it is left open, unsealed, unprotected, it acts like an energetic vacuum, pulling in emotions, fears, and patterns that don't even belong to you, while simultaneously bleeding away your own inner fire. Ancient Egyptians called this point the seat of the Ba, the soul aspect that carries your identity and consciousness. Taoist masters called it the lower Dantian, the cauldron of Jing and Qi. Vedic texts called it Agni, the fire center of manifestation. The Mayans knew it as Jalatal, a gateway between worlds. And yet, for centuries, this knowledge was hidden, silenced, and even ridiculed. Why? Because whoever controls this center controls their vital energy, their mental clarity, and their spiritual sovereignty. Whoever ignores it walks around like an open door, easily influenced by external forces, emotionally reactive, drained without understanding why. Today, this secret is resurfacing. People are waking up to what Thoth and countless other masters knew. If you want to stop leaking energy, if you want to stabilize your inner field and awaken your true presence, you must cover and seal this forgotten portal. In this video, you'll learn why this energy portal is so sensitive and vulnerable, how ancient traditions sealed and protected it, how a simple, conscious gesture today can stop energy leaks and activate your inner temple again. Stay until the end, because what you're about to hear might explain why you've been feeling drained for years without knowing why, and how one simple change can shift everything. Chapter 1. The Forgotten Energy Portal. Thoth's forgotten portal, the energy seal at your belly button. Deep at the center of your body lies a point you've likely ignored your entire life, the belly button energy portal. For most people, it's just a scar, a biological leftover from birth. But to the ancients, to Thoth, the keeper of the Emerald Tablets, and to nearly every major spiritual tradition on Earth, this small circular point was seen as one of the most powerful and sacred seals of human energy. Ancient Egyptian priests called this point the seat of the Ba, the aspect of the soul that carries identity, memory, and higher consciousness.
They believed it was the doorway to the inner temple, the access point where life force energy, known as Sekhem, enters and exits the body. They never left this center exposed during rituals. They covered it during initiations, believing that astral entities could attach to this opening and drain vital energy if it remained unsealed. In Vedic India, this same spot was known as the Agni Center, the fire portal, where prana, the universal life force, begins its circulation through the subtle body. Yogis were trained to activate the navel fire to awaken Kundalini and strengthen the body's energetic shield. In Taoist alchemy, the belly button is known as the lower dantian. It is described as the alchemical cauldron, the vessel where Jing, vital essence, Qi, life energy, and Shen, spirit, meet and circulate. Taoist masters believed that when this center is open and unsealed, vital energy disperses, leading to fatigue, emotional instability, and a weakened life force. When protected and activated, however, it becomes the powerhouse of internal energy, fueling martial arts, healing, and even spiritual immortality practices. The Mayan civilization referred to this center as the Yolotl, the knot that connects worlds. They saw it as a portal between dimensions, a gateway linking the seen and the unseen. Even in Jewish mysticism, the navel is called the cup that never lacks wine, symbolizing an inexhaustible internal source of divine vitality. And then there is Thoth himself, who in the Emerald Tablets gave a cryptic but powerful instruction. Seal the vessel, or the fire escapes. Guard the center, for through it the serpent rises, and through it the light descends. What does this mean for you today? It means that when this forgotten energy portal is left open, as it is for nearly everyone in modern life, your inner fire slowly leaks away. It means you unconsciously absorb other people's emotions, fear frequencies, and even chaotic patterns from environments you enter. It means you often wake up tired, carry anxiety that isn't yours, and feel drained without understanding why. And here's the most important part. This isn't symbolic, it's energetic mechanics. Just like a house with an open window loses warmth in winter and lets in cold air, your body with an exposed belly button leaks energy out and lets in external frequencies. The ancients understood something we've forgotten. The belly button is not just a scar, it's an energetic gate, a seal of life, and a point of power. Protecting it was considered essential for maintaining vital energy, preserving emotional stability, strengthening spiritual sovereignty, awakening dormant internal fire. And now, with this knowledge resurfacing, you're beginning to see why covering your belly button is more than a simple act. It's an energetic declaration. My life force is mine. My energy is protected. My temple is sealed.
Chapter 2. How energy loss affects you. The silent drain you felt but never understood. Have you ever woken up feeling tired, even after a full night of sleep? Have you stepped into a place, maybe just for a few minutes, and walked out irritated, dizzy, or emotionally heavy as if you'd been there for hours? Have you spoken to someone and left feeling like something invisible was taken from you? This is not coincidence. This is energy leakage. The belly button energy portal, what Thoth and many ancient traditions considered a sacred seal of life, is often left open and unprotected in modern life. And when it is open, two things happen. Your life force leaks out silently, leaving you tired and unfocused. External emotional debris flows in, emotions and patterns that aren't even yours. You unknowingly carry emotions borrowed from places you've visited for minutes and keep them for hours, sometimes days. You feel irritation, confusion, or sadness without a clear reason, and slowly you begin to believe, this is just who I am. But it's not your nature, It's energetic interference from an unsealed center. The ancients knew this well. Egyptian priests taught that this was the seat of the Ba, the soul's identity and vitality. It had to be protected during rituals to prevent spiritual intrusion. Taoist masters sealed the lower dantian to stop qi from dispersing and to keep emotional balance strong. Vedic yogis focused on the Agni fire at this point, keeping prana stable and ascending rather than dissipating. Mayan shamans called it the Xolotl, the knot between worlds, powerful but risky if left exposed. Thoth himself warned in the Emerald Tablets, "Guard your center, for through the unsealed gate enters the shadow of another." And yet modern life has taught us the opposite, to ignore this center, to expose it constantly, even during sleep, leaving the inner fire unprotected and vulnerable. That's why so many feel fatigue, emotional noise, and loss of focus as a normal state of life. But it isn't normal. When this portal is left open, your energy system becomes like a house with a window stuck open during a storm. Warmth leaks out, cold air rushes in, and you keep wondering why it never feels stable inside. The truth is simple. Seal the center, and your fire begins to rise instead of scatter. And once that happens, what feels like random emotional chaos begins to fade, revealing your true, stable energy signature.
Chapter 3. The Energy Seal. Reclaiming the Ancient Practice. The forgotten act that protects your inner fire. In the Emerald Tablets, Thoth left a direct warning. Seal the vessel, or the fire will escape. He wasn't speaking in metaphor. He was pointing to something physical and subtle at the same time. The belly button energy portal, a center where life force enters and exits the body. When left open, it weakens your vitality and invites external emotional debris into your field. When sealed, it transforms your body into what ancient initiates called a living temple, a protected space where energy circulates inward and rises upward. Ancient cultures understood this completely. Egyptian priests covered the seat of the Ba before rituals, ensuring that their identity and soul field remained intact during spiritual work. Taoist adepts placed one palm over the lower dantian, creating an energetic lid for what they called the alchemical cauldron, where qi and jing were refined and stored. Vedic yogis visualized the Agni fire at the navel and kept it contained, understanding that without containment, prana would disperse and weaken. Mayan shamans sealed the Xolotl, the knot between worlds, believing that it could otherwise allow unwanted energies to move freely between dimensions. The practice is simple, but powerful. Number 1. The physical seal. Use a clean patch of soft fabric or hypoallergenic tape to cover the belly button. Many initiates inscribed symbols of protection like a spiral, sun, or flower of life onto the covering, believing these amplified the sealing effect. Number 2. The hand seal. Place your hand over the belly button and breathe deeply. Visualize golden light forming beneath your palm, closing the portal and stabilizing your energy field. This is a core technique in Taoist energy arts and is used by practitioners worldwide even today. Number 3. The ritual seal. Add a drop of high-frequency essential oil, frankincense, myrrh, or lavender, to the area. Cover it and speak an intention aloud. With this seal, I preserve my life force. My energy is my own. My temple is whole. When done with awareness, these gestures aren't just physical acts. They are energetic instructions. They tell your subtle body, stop scattering, gather,
rise. The result is immediate. A subtle warmth begins to radiate from the center. Your mind feels less scattered. Emotional noise begins to dissolve. You sense a new clarity and strength that feels both ancient and familiar. This is what the ancients practiced daily. For them, it wasn't superstition. It was energetic engineering, creating a stable container so the inner fire, what Thoth called the flame that does not burn, could rise through the spine and awaken the higher centers of consciousness. Chapter 4. The result, when the portal is sealed. What happens when the energy leak stops? When you seal the belly button energy portal, something changes, immediately. Not in theory, but in your direct experience. It's as if a silent drain you never noticed finally closes. And for the first time, your body begins to hold its own power instead of scattering it into the world. At first, it's subtle. A soft warmth in the lower abdomen, a calm heaviness in the breath, an unexpected sense of clarity. But as you repeat this practice, the change becomes undeniable. Your inner fire begins to rise instead of leak. Your presence strengthens. You feel more grounded, as though gravity now works for you, not against you. Your body feels supported from the inside out, your steps more deliberate and stable. People notice something different in you. A calm magnetism that doesn't come from force, but from an aligned energy field. Your emotions reorganize. The random irritation and heaviness that used to appear out of nowhere begin to fade. You stop carrying emotions that don't belong to you, releasing the borrowed moods you unknowingly picked up from environments and people. A deeper emotional baseline emerges, one of clarity, calm, and natural confidence. Your energy field realigns. In Hermetic language, this is called closing the vessel. In Taoist practice, sealing the cauldron. By protecting the center, your biofield stops absorbing stray frequencies and begins generating from your core. That means better sleep and recovery. You wake up feeling rested instead of drained. Clearer thinking and focus because the background static finally quiets down. A new sense of energetic sovereignty, as though you've drawn a line between what is truly yours and what never was. Even your external world responds. As Hermetic law says, as within, so without. When your energy stops leaking, your environment changes. Conversations feel lighter. Conflict doesn't stick to you as before. Opportunities flow more easily because your field no longer signals depletion, but coherence and strength. Heavy places that used to drain you now feel neutral because you're no longer open to their chaos. The ancients knew this. When the seat of the Ba is sealed, when the lower Dantian is contained, when the Agni fire is protected, the inner temple stabilizes and the flame that does not burn can finally rise. This isn't superstition. It's energetic physics. And what begins as a simple gesture soon becomes a powerful state of being. A life where your energy belongs to you, your emotions are your own, and your presence radiates from a center that cannot be shaken.
Chapter 5. The daily practice that changes everything. Turning energy protection into a way of life. Sealing the belly button energy portal is not just a one-time act. It is a daily declaration of sovereignty. The ancients understood this deeply, which is why they didn't wait for rituals or emergencies to protect this center. They built it into their everyday lives. Egyptian priests covered the seat of the Ba every time they entered sacred chambers, understanding that this portal influenced their identity, clarity, and spiritual connection. Taoist masters placed their palm on the lower Dantian before meditation and after energy work, preventing qi from scattering. Vedic yogis focused their awareness on the Agni fire every morning, ensuring their prana flowed upward instead of leaking outward. Why make this a habit? Energy leakage is subtle but constant.
If the portal is left open, your life force can disperse throughout the day. Emotional noise from environments and people easily enters your field when this gate is unprotected. Each sealing is like closing an invisible door, telling your body and energy, stay, build, rise. How to make it part of your day? Before sleep, cover your belly button with fabric, tape, or your own hand for a few moments. This stops energy drain while your body rests, often resulting in deeper, more restorative sleep. Before crowded places, seal your center before entering malls, offices, or public events. It acts like a vibrational firewall, keeping emotional chaos from entering your field. During emotional turbulence, if you feel drained or overwhelmed, cover the area, breathe deeply, and visualize a golden seal of light. This alone can stop leakage and restore balance. With repetition, this simple habit changes how you feel and how you move through life. You stop absorbing emotions that aren't yours. You begin each day with grounded energy instead of scattered fatigue. Your nervous system stabilizes and your focus sharpens naturally. This is energetic training, not superstition. It's about turning your body into an alchemical vessel, what Hermetic initiates called the sealed temple. In that state, your energy builds rather than leaks, and the flame that does not burn, the internal fire Thoth described, begins to rise. The result? A stable, powerful presence that changes not only how you feel, but how the world responds to you.
Chapter 6. The activation of your energy seal. Activate your inner seal. Claim your energy now. You now carry a piece of knowledge that most people will never hear. Your body holds a hidden energy portal at its center, and whether it is open or closed determines how much power you truly have. This is your activation moment. Right now, place your hand on your belly button, close your eyes, and breathe. Feel your own presence filling the space within you. Say, aloud or in silence, I seal my center. My life force is mine. My temple is whole. This simple gesture sends a clear signal to your energy field. No more leaking, no more scattered focus, no more carrying emotions that don't belong to you. Your inner fire begins to rise immediately. Declare your activation publicly. Write in the comments, I reclaimed my center, not as a trend, but as a spiritual signature, telling the universe, I am aware, I am sovereign, and I am whole. Then take the next step. Another portal of ancient knowledge is waiting for you. It expands this practice and connects it to the larger framework of spiritual energy mastery. Click the video showing on your screen now and keep moving forward on your path of awakening. Seal your center. Activate your power. Remember who you are.